That's it. I'm starting on the video. I'm stressed. I didn't get rid of the stuff I needed to. So, okay. I need to talk myself through it. I want to get rid of everything. I have to listen to that desire. I want that. And then I get to the moment and I'm like, oh, but what if I need this? Okay, let me think about this. Whenever my brain tells me what if, it's a way of holding on because of scarcity and because of egotistical tendencies. At least that's what we're going to say for now. Until we find a higher truth, we're going to assume that it's the ego wants to keep us safe. Well, is that a good reason? The ego wants to keep you safe because it wants to keep you what you know. Maybe not that one. I don't know if I could use that in this sense because it's like my blankets. The blankets that I've had since 6th grade. But my thing is like, what if it's cold at the ranch and I'll need them? But I want to give them away. I just really have to overthrow all of the what ifs and truly listen to the desires, because once you don't listen to the desires, they only fester and they manifest, and then you kind of create this disalliance with yourself. What's the other word? Dissonance. You end up creating that because your inner being is sharing a desire with you, at least one that you can hear, at least where you are. And if you deliberately ignore that, you're gonna feel a little bad, right? You're gonna be like, oh, but I did want to do that. I did mean for that to happen, right? And then let's say that you have a chance to do that desire again and you ignore it again. Now you're a little bit more frustrated maybe, and so on and so on. Unless it's just me. Let's take an example about something that could do that for. I mean, any desire, really. If you have a desire to exercise more, that's a really big one, because exercise actually is really good for your mental health as well. So say you want to exercise and you keep putting it off because of some reason, some really good reason, like you're not good enough, or an insecurity of yours, a self-confidence thing, a really good reason. You keep putting off exercising. Look at me and tell me that you're gonna feel good. So, really, I just have to listen to the desire of this simple sentence right here. I want to get rid of everything. I do. I really, really do. I'm looking around right now, and I thought I have, but the answer is no. I got rid of a lot of my stuff. I got rid of this Squishmallow I had since 6th grade. A lot of my stuff is from 6th grade. It sounds crazy because I'm 22 and I have been out of high school for 4 years. How do I still have stuff from 6th grade with living in Colorado, with living in 2 parts of California, with traveling the whole US and back? How do I still manage to have stuff from 6th grade? Attachments are actually crazy. So, you may not believe me, but I know that Squishmallow was from 6th grade because my grandma bought it for me. And my grandma died when I was in 7th grade. So, riddle me that one. I'm not a liar. And same with my blankets down there. I think she bought me one of them. And I could show you guys the one. It was like a trend at the time, like the marble. You've probably seen it in other videos. But my thing is like that trend. Remember that trend? My thing for a long time, I held on to these things because I have a problem with deliberately throwing them away. It just doesn't sit right with me. It just never felt right to like throw things to the landfill. But I was super young, and now I realize that I can donate stuff to the Goodwill. So it was a scarcity thing for a long time, an attachment thing, like anything for the attachment, to keep the attachment, it will tell you. You know, it's like when you break up with somebody and now they're on their knees begging. They'll say anything in those moments. Think of it like that, like your brain. I wish I literally had better words. I swear I have good thoughts. And they're like almost there. Everybody's always like, I think I get it. Everybody says that. Oh. Anyways, what did I just say? Oh yeah, like when you leave somebody and then they're begging on their knees. Think of the person begging on their knees like your attachments to the thing. Don't think of the person begging on their knees as like the blanket. Think of both people in that scenario being yourself. And the thing that's telling you the reasons to keep these things, or, you know, whatever it is, like if you're not exercising, if you're not following your desires, essentially, think of the thing that's telling you these reasons as the person begging on their knees when you break up with them. You knew you want to break up with them. So go ahead, girl, break up with them. Actually, that helps a lot. That does help a lot. Same with anything. Like when I quit cigarettes, just have to like keep pushing. Keep pushing, and keep pushing. Because your brain will tell you anything. It really will. To get you to stay in your box. Like, it genuinely will pull from every single corner. And a lot of the time, we fall for it. Like, 9.5 times out of 10. We side with logic and reason from our brain, though. But then it gets even trippier because it's like all of that in your brain. Oh, it's so trippy because it's like these are all programs you were taught. Everything is taught and everything is learned. Oh man, what? How am I trying to say it? I always get to this point and I like get nervous. So I lose track of thought. Like when I say something like a little bit more. This therapist keeps telling me to fill out this form. I have filled it out like 3 times. What was I saying though? Oh yeah, like the logic that you're siding with is all programs and possibly misbeliefs, and I don't want to say that anything is not true, but like not the highest truths of the world. You know, like the programs that we've been fed. Yeah, that's why it gets so trippy, is because like these aren't the highest of truth programs, and it doesn't matter what program, I guess, like, it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter what, but I'm just saying, like, you got all of your reasoning from this world, and this world isn't necessarily the highest of truth anyways, so then it gets super trippy because it's like you're listening to those reasons that you've created for yourself, right? You know, throughout your whole life. You're using the reasons that your brain is telling you to do something. But those reasons are coming from prior logic, because anything is. Those reasons that are making you not exercise are coming from your life as a whole. And that whole thing isn't even aligned in the highest of the highest truth anyways. So the whole thing is just effed. The whole thing. Like, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I did well. I don't want to say that you guys didn't get it. I don't like saying that. But I say that because it's often my like feeling like my words aren't good enough. It's an internal thing. Everything is. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna give up on that thought because I think I did well. Genuinely, I do think I did well. Oh, but, ooh, I like my hair right now. I'm looking cute. Oh, I got a haircut. Did I tell you guys? Do you want to see? You probably can't tell because I don't know when the last time I showed my hair was. And it was just a trim, so. But my hair looks, my hair did not look good today. It looked good when I woke up. This looks so ratty. I just got a trim. The girl, I'm kind of mad because you go to the hairdresser because they have, like, real scissors, right? Like, they have, like, sharp scissors and whatever. I don't know. And she cut my hair when it was wet, and then she dried it. And then she cut the whole thing again. The whole thing. And I was like, what's the point of this? Like, that is so pointless. That was so pointless. And then, another thing that she had me do, which I don't think she knew what she was doing, like, at all. She had me put my head, like, down, and I was like, yeah, this is not right. Like, if she was doing this side of my head, she would have me put my head like that, and I was like, I don't think this is right. Whatever. As long as my hair grows, it's fine. Like, as long as it's, like, healthier than it was before. I don't like the way it's being put up right now. So I'll probably end up getting another haircut in like 2 months. I'll let this grow out a little bit. But these freaking hairdressers have been gypping me, I swear. I went to the last one that I went to. I told her I wanted to, like, thin it out, and I swear she just made more dead ends. Maybe if somebody's I should ask my hairdresser friends if this is bad for your hair, because she would go, like, up and down with the scissors, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. And I told her that, and she just kept Like, I told her that wasn't the way, like, that wasn't what I was looking for. And she was like, oh, it's just a different way of doing it. And I was like, okay, but, like, I came here for a haircut, not for style. I don't know. Hey, I do not know. I would like to know, though. Because I feel like that haircut just gave me more split ends, I swear. That was pretty bad. And I, like, feel like this one did too, but I can't look at it. I can't. I don't want to think about that at all. But I should. Let me talk through it one more time. So she cut my hair while it was wet, and she had me, like, look down, look to the side, look, not like that, like this and like this. And then I'm just angry that she cut it again while it was dry. Maybe somebody out there could tell me that's really not that bad to do that. Because, like, what happens if you don't get your hair washed, right? They cut it dry, or they, like, mist it, they make it, like, damp. Ooh. I'm just mad. Okay, let me look. I'm sure that it's fine. Like, my hair's gonna grow. Everything's gonna be fine. Does it look like I have split ends? Does it look like my hair was just cut? Some places it looks fine. Like, see that, though? I'm just not sure. I just don't know. And she also, like, almost ripped the mole off the back of my neck. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how. I actually don't know how. Let me show you guys. Can you see it? How about... Can you see it? I'm gonna turn the camera upside down, kind of. I have no idea if you guys can see anything. Probably not. Like, I tried to do that to see it myself, and I wasn't even right. Okay. So, well, there's nothing I can do about that haircut. The past is in the past. I should have said something if I felt so strongly, right? I thought she was just gonna fix up, like, a misalignment, and she kept going around my whole head. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think it was, like... I think it was her, like, fixing everything. But it was, like, all of my hair. I can't explain it. Like, I think it was her making everything even. But at the same time... Why didn't you do it when it was wet? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Well, anyways, I just got so tired. I just got so tired. Going to go to a different part of Idaho today. And then, sorry, I was cracking my jaw. Gonna go to a different part of Idaho, and then, well, I'm going there to see the Grand Tetons, just to see them, because apparently it's snow covered. But I do not believe that for a second, because no, I don't believe that. Like, you're telling me there's that much snow that I can't go into the park? Like, the road is closed? I don't believe it. I don't believe you. You just don't want to hire your workers in this season to be there, because it's not peak season. And why do I even have to pay to go in? Airbnb. Yeah, paying to get in something like that is, I go back and forth. I don't think that you should pay $35 to get into Yosemite at all. I think it should be like $5. But they do have limited parking as well, so it's just like, going to Yosemite actually sucks peak season. It actually sucks. I worked there. I worked in the park. They only have like 1,200 parking spaces. So, like, literally just don't even try. No, I mean, I can't say that, but peak season specifically is what I'm talking about. Don't even try to go there in peak season. And also, by the end of the season, all of the waterfalls are dried up, so you'll just be looking at rocks or a little stream of water. But I really recommend going in spring, the start of the season, maybe closer to, because that's when the snow is still melting. There's still snow up at the top. Anyways, all this to say that $35 to go in that park is not worth it. Maybe you think differently, but I do not think that man should block off our land and then make us pay to go see it, just to see it and like walk on it. It's so redundant. And I understand, like, well, that money goes to help fund the park, does it? Or does it go to the state? I don't actually know. But if it went, I just think if what was I gonna say? I think $35 is just way too much. It should be like 5 or 10. I don't know what Yellowstone's is. The squirrels here are red. I'm in Idaho. They were red in Utah too. But they're really cool. And California had like 3 different types of squirrels, which was really cool. On the East Coast, we just have the regular ground squirrel, the regular gray squirrel. But they didn't have that in California. Their regular gray squirrel or ground squirrel or whatever, I don't know. Their regular one was like way bigger than the one on the East Coast. Like way bigger. Like almost twice the size. At least that's how I perceived them. They were abnormally large to me. Well. Oh yeah. So basically, I have to go to the Grand Tetons. I'm going to the Tetons. Do you guys take your votes now? Do you think I will run into a lot of snow? I think I will run into snow, but like Not that much. Not enough to close the park. Not enough to close the park. But the park probably will be closed, so. Like, I think that it is closed. I think I think like national parks aren't really open in the winter. At least Yosemite and Yellowstone. I take that back. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'd like to see Yellowstone, but I don't think I'm going to because I'm going to wait till end of season. And also, there's only one road open. And to get to that road, I have to drive like another 8 hours up and around a different national forest. So I don't really think it's worth it if I could see the same thing at the end of the season and possibly share the experience with somebody I meet over the summer. So I could wait for that, and yeah. But right now, I need to get rid of stuff. So what do I want? I want to get rid of everything. I want to get rid of everything. I want to keep jewelry, though. I want to keep jewelry. Maybe I'll keep the camera. I'm gonna keep my bindings. My boots and bindings. I already got rid of one snowboard, set of skis, and boots and bindings. And then I have another board that's actually busted. Like, I can't give it to the Goodwill, but I need to take the bindings off of that. So then I could get rid of it, and then I'll just have like a snowboard bag that hopefully I can roll up nice and tight and neat somewhere. Like, and two pairs of skiing pants, which I don't think I'm gonna get rid of those things. That's the thing. It's like, I want to get rid of everything. But I only wore those ski pants once. And I paid $140 for them. The other pair I would give away because they were only $20. And I found them at the Goodwill, so I just gave them right back to the Goodwill. But the $140 pair I wore one time. It's hard to say. I could try to sell it, but it's just like, I don't know. I'll try to sell them. Maybe I could go to a secondhand store, and one that buys stuff, though. So, yeah. Because how you live your day is how you live your life, and like, it's not gonna happen later. It's not gonna happen later. The desire is coming up now for a reason. I think about that, like, with the car I drive. I keep thinking that I'm gonna be able to like do a major detail on it, and so I don't really have to worry about like I don't know how to say it, like the crumbs and stuff in here. But it's starting to make me feel like I haven't taken care of the car. So the desire is coming up to like get rid of everything and clean out the car, because how you live your days is how you live your life. Like, if I've accumulated this far, like, that's how I am living, whether I want to believe it or not. And whether I want different things in that or not, that is the reality of it, is that this is, you know what, this is how I'm living right now. And I just don't want that. Like, look at all this stuff. I don't want to live like that. And that's what it's kind of coming down to, is like, well, you're slowly but surely, you are creating this, even though you may fix it later. I don't know. Like, even if you have desires to not have it this way, that is how it is, though. So only you are in charge of that. Like, I think of it like a super a super clean person or super organized person isn't gonna have their car look like this, even if they have the same amount of stuff. I saw a cat run. He was cute. But yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, how you live your days is how you live your life. I feel like somebody else wouldn't have such a mess, so I have to start like being deliberate, and there's no such thing as later. I can't come back to it later. One of my jobs, they had like the quote of the day, and one I liked one time was, if you don't have the time to do it right, when will you have the time to do it again? That was a really good one. And I think about that a lot, because it's like, I procrastinate. So it's like, I'm not gonna have a lot of the time, like when I procrastinate, I'm rushing to get it done, right? Because I've run out of time. I push it all the way to the end. But what was I gonna say? This is all coming from, if you don't have the time to do it right, when will you have the time to do it again? I forget. Dang it. Well, let me remind myself that I do want to get rid of everything. But what is everything? Because I've gotten rid of like most of my clothes. The Squishmallow I told you about. I got rid of the favorite pair of Uggs, that jean jumpsuit. Those are all big things for me. What else am I still holding on to, though? Well, it's the snow gear stuff. Once I get the bindings off of that snowboard, and I can roll up the bag that the snowboard is in, I think I'll feel better, because I can condense that. Maybe I can even ship it back to my house. But it's just like another way of holding on to things. I would really like the pants though. I don't want to waste. But it's like, in the end, I don't think that I do want them. In the very, very end, I think that I don't want them. And it would relieve me and ease me to not have them. But all at the same time knowing the logic that these are all attachments. What did I say when I started the video? Gotta think about them like when you leave somebody and now they're begging on their knees. And now they're saying all this stuff and now they're trying to draw you in, trying to get you to stay. Because they're scared. That's you and you. I can't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. Scared to waste $140? Yeah. But you know what's not scary? Finding yet another pair that I really, really like. I'm also scared to give up the ski bag because I didn't purchase that and I don't want to waste somebody else's money either. And also the thought of like, what if I need it again? I should try to go to a store that will buy the gear. Because then I'd be happy to give it away. And that tells you something. Does it feel better to keep it or give it away? It feels better to give it away. But this and but that. Screw the rest. Actually, screw the rest. It just comes down to it feels better to not have these things. But it's kind of like a lot of money wasted if you add everything up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It all is serving the purpose for a way bigger lesson. Money is a thing of this world. It only exists for us. No other animal. Money is made up. It's made up. This is what I was touching on in the beginning when I was saying you're listening to the reasons, like me saying, oh, but it's a lot of money. And then I was trying to say, but the program of money didn't even come from you in the first place. It's of this world. It's not of the highest truth. You know, like that whole thing, like believing in money is a program. So that just can't even be good logic. It can't even be good logic. Because money doesn't matter. It's just a tool for you here. It just has to be part of this world because it's not going away now. That's too late. But it's here to help you with a sense of achievement as well. You know, help you learn lessons on both sides of the spectrum. You're homeless, you know. I forget what I was just thinking about, how you could learn. But you get it, I think. Oh yeah, like attachments to money and like having no money could help you realize something that is beyond me, but it could help you realize something. So, you know, anyways, back to what I was saying was, yeah, but I don't want to waste money. But the program of money, somebody programmed that into you. You would have never believed about money or put importance on money if you weren't taught, right? No other animal thinks that piece of paper is important. It's a piece of paper, folks. It's a piece of paper. You could burn it and it could disintegrate and never be there again, but you savor it with your life and hold on to it clenched because you're taught that it's important. Oh man. So really the argument, this is where I have to think about it, of somebody on their hands and knees. But you're gonna waste the money. Ooh, you did get me there. I don't care. This is what I want. This is the life I want to create for myself, and I deserve that. I know who I want to be. I deserve to be her, and she got there because she was here at one point. And what did she do? She said, with it. Okay. I got it. I'm good now. 43 minutes later. I am creating the life that I want for myself. I am creating the version of self that I want for myself. I am creating it. I am creating it. I am creating it. I'm still at the Airbnb when check-in was 43 minutes ago, and I started check-out was 43 minutes ago, and I started the video, and they just came outside to go to work, something, and I'm still here. Sorry. I hope they don't charge me for a late checkout because they think I'm in there. I'm not in there. I already checked out and locked the door. Well, anyways, yes, let's have our daily affirmation. I am creating the life that I want. I am creating the version of self that I'm excited for. I am creating a life I'm excited for. I am creating, period. I'm never still. I'm always expanding. I'm always expanding. I'm always expanding. I'm always learning. I'm always growing. I am always creating as well. And today, specifically, we are tapping into... I want him to know I'm in here, but he didn't go. I am tapping into a version of self that I am so excited to meet. Yes, I'm getting chills. I'm tapping into a version of self that I can't even fathom right now. I can't even imagine how good it's gonna be right now. Oh, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, going forward through and out, and like on the other side of this brink is like a world unimagined, like desires and discoveries that I never even, that this version of self isn't even worried about, isn't even thinking about, you know. It's an exciting thing. It's like I'm picturing myself walking through like a hallway, and at the end of this hallway, like I said, is like I open up the door and it's a whole new world. But then when I go inside, there's things that the walls were blocking that I didn't even see. I couldn't even imagine how great it would be. And so I step in and it's just like, oh, like this huge light of like, you're here. And yeah. So, anyways, if I want that, if I want to walk down that hallway, I can't bring anything with me. I'm not bringing anything with me. Because she has it all. She has stuff that she likes. She has it all figured out. All I need to do is my part. And my part is the Pretty Girl Walk. Literally, I was listening to Pretty Girl Rock yesterday. Yeah, that's all I need to do. It sounds simple. It sounds so simple. I just need to drop everything. So simple. No pressure, though. You know, it only comes when you're ready, and you can't force it. But I'm ready. I know I am. I know I am. I'm eager and anxious. I shouldn't use that word. I'm eager and excited. Ecstatic, even, to rediscover things. To find new interests. Oh yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to die. So I could be reborn. Into a baka. What's that sound? Ugh. Alright, I'm getting sweaty soaking in this sun. Wow, yeah, I'm real sweaty. I've got an Airbnb to go to. When should I discard this stuff? Well, if I go past the Goodwill, I will. Well, really, it's like a dumpster I need. The only thing that could go to Goodwill is the blankets. Yeah. We'll see what the weather's like in the Tetons, and that will determine if I need, like, a jacket. I think I do need a jacket, but this one's going. I found this in the airport. I've had my run with it. Loved it. I've been desiring camo for a long time now. It's a trend. It's a trend right now, but I've never just found anything. I've been waiting to find my thing, and I did find it, and I used it, and I will thank it, and it will depart from me. Yeah, I'm gonna go, because yeah, I need to find a bathroom, because I can't go back in the Airbnb. I should just text her and be like, hey, I'm just walk the neighborhood. Can I go back in and use the bathroom? I don't know what Idaho's rules are. Utah was like everywhere you had to be a customer, like literally everywhere. Especially where I was. I don't know what that was about, but the weirdest of stores, even like the equivalent to like Party City, you had to go ask for the key. There you didn't have to be a customer, but like any food place, you had to be a customer. None of the Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, at least where I was, okay, none of them even had a bathroom, so it was weird. Okay, this is way too long. Bye.